Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel. I am Lola, your Empress of Love, and I am giving you the tea on love and romance for what's coming up for you for December 2019. Okay, Gemini, and your first card up is the Temperance card. Can you see that without too much of a glare? Okay, the Temperance card, I'm getting the feeling for some of you Geminis. Um, well, first of all, the Temperance card is the card of balance, and for some of you Geminis, this card is calling you to make some decisions. Some of you are going to be thinking twice about love relationship. You're going to be thinking. Um, uh, Taking a second look at the relationship and seeing if it's what you want, if it's what you want to pursue, even if it's a relationship that may have broken up or maybe on the you may be on the break, you may be on the blink, or things may be just not going your way. You're going to be thinking twice for some of you whether or not if you should stay in this relationship or continue to pursue it, or if you should move in another direction. And some of you are just, as I said, are going to be taking a second look at your relationships or relationship. I get the feeling that for some of you, you may be coming out of a dark place or in a dark place as it relates to relationships, and you may feel that some of you may have had a harsh breakup, horrible breakup, like a tower moment when things just fell apart and just unexpectedly just went to hell basically, and you feel as though you haven't recovered from it, but you feel the after effects from it, that things may not yet be cleaned up from that devastation. It's like if you were to have a earthquake or something, and you have the aftermath, the cleanup, and some of you may be still in that place of the cleanup where things just haven't come back together for you, relationship wise. Some of you may have had a relationship that end, and you're still feeling that you are still in love with that person, or you may feel that you um, are just not letting go. Okay. um, and some of you may be on the verge of a relationship ending, and you're still feeling like you don't want to let go. Others of you may be feeling like the hermit, where you want to go or need to go inside of yourself and just be alone and just question you and examine you and just be with just you for a spell, and you're not either getting that time to do that, or you're not taking that time to do that, but you feel the need to do it, but you're not, you haven't complied with what your inner being is telling you to do, to just take some time for you and just look inward and just spend that time to examine what's going on with you, versus looking outward at the other person or things that are going on around you. Some of you need to do the exact opposite. You need to take a look at what's going on around you and see that it is not as much despair as you may have been feeling in past months, years, what have you, and that you just need to just understand that there is you know uh, clarity or light at the end of the tunnel, if you would just take some time to look at other things and not be so hell bent on the woe is me, thinking thinking the worst of yourself, or the feeling so much um, selfless, how should I say, feeling so worthless, or feeling that you don't have the worth that you really have. And this card, the temperance card here, is talking about the balance there, and that the balance needs to be restored, and you need to start to think more highly of yourself and think more like you're worth it. And for those of you who, as I said, have been just concentrating on a failed relationship, you need to move away from that and start to think more about other things, and just know that the universe is going to take care of it. Not so much as think about other things and not about the relationship, but think more about that that good is going to be restored once again, or that all is not lost. Okay, even when you have that tower moment and things are torn down, they're torn down, but new things can be built. No, you didn't get the tower card, but I'm getting a feeling like some of you may have gone through the devastation of the tower card, and you're still feeling that backlash from it, you know. And the temperance card is saying to you to, take a second look at things, and some of you will be taking a second look at things, and understanding that it's not as bad as it feels right now, and that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, and then the next card you have comes from this secret tarot. What is it? Secret tarot deck. Okay, secrets of the tarot deck. All right. Hope you can see that without too much glare. And this card, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you, this card has to do with an older male that may have, because it's in the reverse, may have not act the way that you expected this person to act in the past times, and it may have been an impasse or some type of stalemate where you expected this person to call, you expected this person to pay more attention, you expected this person to do something other than what they did. Okay, and this card is coming in the reverse to say that this person is coming up out of that. They're going to be perhaps calling or coming forth and doing the things that you expect them to do, and just giving you more of what it is that you expect or want in the relationship. Okay, then the next card you have is from the Q&A deck. Okay, let's see if that's too much. And this is the Queen of Wands in the upright. And I need to read this because, as you can see how tiny that writing is, I need my lookers. Okay, and the Queen of Wands here says this card represents signifies a popular and outgoing woman, attractive, healthy, fit and fashionable, competent, decisive, and intelligent. This is a methodical planner. She's creative and full of new ideas, practical with money, kind, emotional, cheerful, and easygoing, protective and supportive of others. Okay? So this may very well be somebody that's coming into your life. Geminis, for some of you, she may be coming in to help you out of this place of despair where balance is required here with the Temperance card. So this person may be a person that could help you with that. Sounds like she's the person that will get the job done. Okay, then the next card you have, actually you have two cards that came out, and this is from the Romance Angels, the During Virtue deck, and you have two cards that came out was the Let Go of Control and the Separation card. Okay, and I need to read both of these. Put my lookers on. I'm going to first read the Let Go of Control. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. The Romance Angels have heard your prayers about your love life. Now it's up to you to allow their help to manifest by stepping out of their way. By trying to control other people or external circumstances, you'll only frustrate yourself and slow down your answered prayer. There are plenty of times in life that call for you to take charge. This is not one of them. Of course, it's fine to have your preferences, practice visualizations, and hold intentions. Definitely ask the angels for your desires. This card is a reminder, however, that your prayer may be answered differently from what you had in mind. Be open to all possibilities and trust in God's infinite wisdom and compassionate love. Control issues are based upon fears that others, including God, won't live up to your expectations. This is also called outlining, where you hand the universe a script of how you want it and everyone to behave. Outlining could cause you to overlook an even more beautiful way in which your prayers may be answered. So, please call upon the romance angels to evaluate your levels of trust so that you can enjoy the creative avenues by which true love comes to you. Then you have, now that's deep, 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 Gemini. Okay? Um, the next card you have is the separation card. And the separation card says, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. The romance angels are helping you during this period of separation from your partner. This card comes to you as an indication of angelic support as you spend time away from each other. While you're apart, the angels can help you fill your hours with healthy activities, which will help your present or future relationships. This card may indicate a temporary period of aloneness, such as while your partner is traveling for business, or a time in your life when you're single and preparing for your next relationship. It can also mean a marital separation or divorce. Call upon the angels to support Call upon the angels for support and guidance during these transitions. They can help you discover the deep healing to be mined as you spend time alone, which prepares you for the next part of your relationship journey. Okay? Then you have from the Psychic Tarot from the Heart deck, Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck, okay? You have number 7, awaiting results. Okay, that one I have to read as well. Hang on. Awaiting results. You've put much energy into creating and attracting the relationship you desire and are eager to see positive results. Patience is needed. However, reshaping attitudes and beliefs takes time. Refining yourself so that you'll attract just the right person is a process. If you find yourself becoming frustrated at the apparent lack of visual change, if you find yourself becoming frustrated at the apparent lack of visible change, step back and focus on something other than your relationship for a while. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements. If you've invested enough time, then take a moment to evaluate your progress. Are your efforts bearing fruit? Are you seeing the desired changes in your interactions with others? If yes, excellent. Carry on. If not, it may be time to shift your approach. Look for alternative strategies to affect the change you desire. What works with one person may not work with another. When working on yourself, Be sure that you're being true to who you are and not simply following society's formula for relationships. Okay, that's pretty deep too there. Wow, Gemini. Deep, 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 deep. Deep, 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 deep. Yeah, Gemini. Deep, 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 deep. Okay? Wow. Some of you have been in a pretty uh, dark place for a while. And here you're being told to give it to God. Okay? You're being told not a lot to do on others, but mainly to have patience and to wait. And I know that patience is the word you don't want to hear, but that's what you're being told to do. And again, going back to the balance card, it's asking you to take your hands off and leave it go to God to take care of. Leave it go to the universe to take care of. Leave it go to the God in you to take care of it. And just know that it is taken care of. And that you don't have to do the work because it's a work you cannot do. It's not that you're being called to do a work. You're being called to just allow the balance to be restored. Okay? And then you have the next set of cards that comes from this deck, which is the Love and Relationship deck. Okay? One of my favorite decks. And this is the Arc, known also as the Arc deck. You have the Amethyst for A. Oh, it's a lot of glare here, right? Let's see if I can turn it this way. Okay. Then you have the Rose. And then you have two that came out for turquoise. Service and Truth. Okay. You have the Warrior, which is Amethyst. And Initiates is Rose. And then you have Service and Truth. And for the turquoise. And again, I need my lookers. Okay. Pardon me. But I have to use my lookers to read this. Okay. The first part you read straight across. You know that those of you that have watched my previous videos, then the middle part you read, and then the bottom part reads like a poem. And it says, the warrior initiates service, truth. You have to deal quickly and decisively with challenging people and situations. Force yourself to confront fears and assert yourself. Show you have enough passion and courage to take action too. Give more support than is received. As you look after others, be sure to care for your own needs as well. Examine all motives with brutal honesty, even if the truth hurts. Admit it and work hard to accept its lessons. True love requires bravery. Without it, love is slavery. Fulfill your needs, speak honestly, direct and forceful you must be. Challenge life with open arms. Fear not losing love's sweet charms. You'll quickly get the love you want. The time is near. Be confident. Be the first to find your way. Don't question, dally, or delay. Cut right to the matter's heart and make your point like Cupid's dart. Love's test is when there comes a time to put your own needs next in line. To those of you, to those of one you love so dear, to help them you'll volunteer. And tend to details large and small, for service proves love overall. Tell the truth, but listen too, when others tell the truth to you. The gift truth brings to those who care, the special trust that soulmates share. If one you love tells you a lie, give one more chance, then say goodbye. All right? And then you have I'm gonna put some chapstick on my lips because they are so dry with this weather. But you have um, the last card, which is from the vice versa deck, okay? And this one is the Six of Wands, which is the victory card. Now, this card represents, for some of you Geminis, the victory of a long time coming situation. It's as if as as if you were in battle and now you're coming home in victory. Like the uh, knight here, that gentleman that's on this horse. He's been in a long battle, but he has the victory. He's being um, saluted by others standing around and cheering him on, great job, so forth and so on. And this card is calling for you, Geminis, to cheer yourself on and to pat yourself on the back. Because when you've done a great job, there's nothing wrong with patting yourself on the back or allowing others to pat you on the back. It's calling you out of your despair and saying to you that you have victory on your side, and just be patient because victory is what is coming your way. And I'll have victory if you hit that like button and you go to www.whatsthet tarot and book your reading online. All my readings are done by phone. Though you book them online, I do all readings by phone. And I ask one thing, that when you book your reading, be available for the time that you select for your reading. And when I call you, if you are not available at that time, then you will have to reschedule. You will not have to pay again, but you will have to reschedule, because it's important that when you schedule a time, it's your time. I work around your time. It's not on my time, it's on your time, that you are available at that time for me to do your reading. I would also like to ask you, Geminis, that you would go to the donation page and make a generous donation for our nonprofit program, the Images Everything Yo program. It is a good hygiene and etiquette program that we are hoping to launch by mid 20, 2020 uh, for the young people. Um, so I want to thank you in advance for your generous donation. No donation is too small. No donation is too large. But any donation will be greatly appreciated if you go to the donation page and make a donation to that cause, which is the Images Everything Yo program. Again, I'd like to ask you to give me the victory by hitting that like button and by booking your reading online. I'm going to answer a few questions. If you will submit your questions, just a couple I'm going to answer online or in the box there. I'm going to answer a few questions. I'm going to do it for each sign, so I'm only going to take a few because 12 signs is enough. If I take a few questions, that's a lot of questions. So hopefully each person that submit a question that I select will help the masses as well. So with that being said, I'm going to say ciao for now.